This story is about Boko Haram, which means westernization is sacrilege. Boko Haram is a group that somehow decided that science, schools and Western education were the enemies. The group was founded in Maiduguri by Mohammed Yusuf. So Yusuf began as a preacher. He was even charismatic in his preaching style. He preached about Boko Haram and ran on this ideology that Western education was a bad influence for Islamic values. He also rallied a crowd that believed Nigeria was drowning in corruption because of Western influence. All this anti-technology information they passed across while driving around in their vehicles with microphones and speakers. During this time, the group went about their activities without any incidents until July of 2009, when a confrontation with Nigerian security forces ensued. The conflict was over violation of a newly enforced traffic law on the use of helmets, and it turned into an all-out chaos in Bauchi. Clashes broke out between Boko Haram and security forces. The Nigerian military was brought in and they conducted a brutal crackdown. And the task force also destroyed a mosque that the group used as their headquarters. Yusuf and some other members were arrested by the military and handed over to the police. A few days later, the bullet-ridden corpses of Yusuf and his colleagues were displayed in public for all to see. The blood of Yusuf would become fuel for the firestorm that followed. So, unaliving the leader didn't end the movement. It handed the microphone over to his deputy, Abubakar Shekau. In a comeback video, Shekau declared himself the new group's leader, and he vowed to avenge the deaths of Yusuf and the others with a grin that said, "I'm not just here to end lives, I'm here to make it very weird." Shekau sharpened Boko Haram's blades and turned the group into something far more sinister. No more street preachings. Now it was village burnings, police ambushes, suicide bombers. The civilians became collateral. In 2010, the prison doors burst, and so did Nigeria's peace. Boko Haram freed over 600 prisoners. The floodgates of fury was opened. Bombings in Jos, bullets in Maiduguri. The group attacked 2 Christian churches and detonated explosives in Christian neighborhoods in Jos. The latter attack unalived more than 30 people. On the 29th of May 2011, just within hours of Goodluck Jonathan's inauguration, Boko Haram carried out a series of bombings in Bauchi, Zaria and Abuja. Blood spilled across 12 northern states. The government threw billions at security technology, but terror slipped through every screen. Boko Haram was bleeding the badge dry. The group then went on to launch a string of IED attacks. Its first vehicle-borne IED attack was on 16th of June 2011, targeted at Abuja's police headquarters, and this unalived 6 people. Next, they bombed the UN headquarters. The international community was shocked. Shekau? He claimed responsibility with the enthusiasm of a man announcing a party. The attack ended the lives of 23 people and injured over 100 more. It was the very first time they had struck a Western target, thereby inviting FBI involvement. The group warned of future planned attacks on US and Nigerian government interests. Then came the crime that made global headlines. Chibok girls. April 2014. 276 schoolgirls abducted in one night. The girls were only in school to take their physics SSCE exams. The world erupted with outrage. Hashtags flew left, right and center. Bring back our girls. Celebrities, presidents, activists, everyone joined in. Shekau responded with a video. He said the girls should have not been in school. They should have been married. In another video released a week later, it showed about 130 of the girls dressed in hijabs. So this was the first public sightings of the girls since they were abducted. Shekau also mentioned that he would not release the girls until Boko Haram members in prison were released. And this raised the possibility of a prisoner exchange with the Nigerian government. But after President Jonathan consulted with US, Israeli, French, and British foreign ministers in Paris, they reached a consensus that no deals should be struck with terrorists and that a solution involving force was required. They cited, among other reasons, that a prisoner swap would strengthen the insurgency, encourage future kidnappings, and set a dangerous precedent. Now, over time, some of the girls escaped, some were rescued, some sadly unalived, and then some just settled into their new lives. As of today, according to Global Rights Nigeria, at least 91 of the original 276 girls remain unaccounted for. 2015 opened up with horror. By this time, Boko Haram had breached Nigeria's boundaries into Chad and Cameroon. The group had declared an Islamic caliphate in parts of Nigeria, and those towns fell like dominoes. More than 650,000 people were displaced. There was just mass graves everywhere. Nigeria, Chad, Cameroon, and Niger launched a combined counter-offensive to retake these towns. So, Shekau decided to take what he thought was the next logical step, which was to pledge allegiance to ISIS. The jihad was no longer local. It had joined the global stage. They would strike anyone, anytime, anywhere. Farms, funerals, churches, mosques, schools, even marketplaces. Nowhere was spared. There were no bounds. Everyone was fair game. At a point, even ISIS, yes, ISIS, later thought Shekau was too extreme. ISIS ordered the sect to stop using women and children as suicide bombers and to also refrain from mass killings of civilians. That's like being kicked out of the bad boys club for being too bad. But Shekau refused to change his tactics. He broke away from the ISIS Central Command. And then there was a Shekau loyal faction that went back to being Boko Haram, and then the pro-ISIS group remained ISWAP, led by al-Benawi. There seemed to be a toxic love-hate relationship between the two groups because they would often clash and then team up against the Nigerian government. After a while, the ISWAP group decided to focus their efforts on attacking Christian targets instead of the Muslim ones. In 2021, ISWAP forces attacked Shekau's base. He was cornered and refused to surrender. He decided to detonate a suicide vest, unaliving himself rather than face capture. Until this day, the groups continue to launch attacks, mostly in northeastern Nigeria. The most recent attack as of today was on June 20th, 2025, where a female suicide bomber detonated an explosive in a crowded food store near Maiduguri. And this unalived dozens, with several people injured. So, here we are, over 2 decades later. Boko Haram isn't gone. Its shadows remain. It is fractured and bleeding, but it's still dangerous.